Preface. Just another day in SOG. 1968 was the bloodiest year for Americans fighting in Vietnam. Of the 542,000 U.S. troops deployed to Southeast Asia that year, 16,899 were killed in action and 87,388 were wounded. Among them were a small number of special operators running missions across the fence in a secret war into Laos, Cambodia, and North Vietnam, the men of MACV-SOG. Despite the innocuous name of Military Assistance Command Vietnam Studies and Observations Group, the organization and its members conducted some of the most audacious operations of the Vietnam War. SOG was a highly classified, multi-service U.S. task force established on January 24, 1964, to operate beyond the official boundaries of the conflict. Their mission was to execute an intensified program of harassment, diversion, political pressure, capture of prisoners, physical destruction, acquisition of intelligence, generation of propaganda, and diversion of resources against the Democratic Republic of Vietnam, DRV, North Vietnam. Missions were undertaken by small teams, typically consisting of 2 Army Special Forces soldiers and 6 indigenous Montagnard tribesmen. In 1968, every MACV-SOG operator was wounded, many of them more than once. Close to 50% were killed. And so, it is with the operators of MACV-SOG that Cry Havoc begins. In his 1960 novel, The Centurions, a book that follows French paratroopers in counterinsurgency operations in Indochina and then Algeria, author Jean Lartigue, who might just make an appearance in the hours ahead, writes, "I'd like to have 2 armies, one for display with lovely guns, tanks, little soldiers, fanfares, staffs, distinguished and doddering generals, and dear little regimental officers, an army that would be shown for a modest fee on every fairground in the country. The other would be the real one, composed entirely of young enthusiasts in camouflage battle dress who would not be put on display, but from whom impossible efforts would be demanded and to whom all sorts of tricks would be taught. That's the army in which I should like to fight." Every time I read that passage, I cannot help but think of MACV-SOG.